Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a quick video on using transfer foils. So I've put some white gel polish on these tips and top coated these. So what I'm going to do two ways. So you've got your old, it's probably an old-fashioned way now, but you've got your normal glue, and then you have now got your gel foil adhesive. So I'm going to use both, and I am finding this one really good. I got this off of eBay. So this one is called Four Lilies, and this normal foil gel is Special Effects. So I'm going to start with this one just because this will take longer to dry. So I'll put it on this one, then I can just put this to the side. So with this one, you just put it on and it leaves like a purple colour to your nail. So this one is a bit hit and miss. If you don't get the timing right when you go to put your transfer foil on, if you don't do it when this is dried, your nail will stick. So I've just applied that. You can't really see the colour of that, but it's like a, you see it on there, it's like a purple tint to it, so that'll go clear when it is dried fully. So I'm just going to put that to the side and let that dry properly. So on this one I am going to use this gel adhesive. So I'll put a nice coat of that over this nail. So I've got to admit, I've never been able to do foils. Something always goes wrong, they don't stick, there's no worse. But since I've found this one, I have tried a few of these foil glue gels, but they've not worked. But this one, touch wood, and I'm touching my head there, does actually work. So I'm just going to put that in the lamp for a minute. I'll test this. You can see that's still wet through, and if you look, I don't know if you can see, it leaves like lines as well. So I'm not sure if that's gonna, when I put the transfer foil on, it might not pick right. I'm gonna shove that in the lamp as well, it might help it cure a bit faster. So the foils I'm gonna use, I've got a flower one and I've got a shell one. So I'm just going to cut two little pieces off. I don't need a lot of this. Probably too much there for one nail anyway. And then the same on this one. Saying that, it is quite long, these nails, so I'll just cut a piece off. It don't matter if it fills the full nail. So I've just cut two small pieces off of them. Just throw them to the side over there. Right then, so this one, put them both in and now I can't remember which is which. Let's have a look. That's definitely the glue and it's still nowhere near set. So this is the transfer foil. So some people like to wipe the back of the foil, so I'm going to do that because some of these foils you've got a backing on them which is nice to take off, but if you just wipe the back anyway, it'll make sure that's nice and clean and you've got no dust on there. So I'm just going to wipe that and then wipe this one. So I think on this one I'm going to do the shell. So your best thing to do when you're putting foil on is try and get it in that centre. So I'm going to place that on and it'll automatically stick, and then just run your finger down that centre to get that stuck. And then what I like to do is roll your finger down either side. It's a lot easier on a client because the finger does not move like when you've got it stuck on one of these. So I'm just gonna run my fingers down that side. So you can just rub that with your finger, or you can get a silicone tool and just flatten that out a bit better. Either or will do. I prefer my finger. So I'm just going to rub that all over. Make sure you press that nice. So before you take this off, you're best off just get the corner. So you can see I've missed a bit there, so I'm going to have to rub that again. Or I've missed it when I've put the gel foil on. Who knows, it could be either or again. So I'm just going to make sure I've gone right up to that corner, and then we will know. Let's try again. And then, so I've missed a little bit there. If you pull that foil all the way off, you've got no chance of putting it back on how it is. So if you just pull a little bit off at a time, and if it's not stuck, you can go back in and rub some more. Let's have a look. So obviously I've missed that bit up there, and I've missed some on the corner here. But that's not the adhesive's fault, that is my fault because I didn't go right round. So I'm going to take it off of this silly stand, it's not helping in that. Just keeps coming off because I've got to put some pressure on this. So I'm just going to rub. I'm not sure if the heat off your hand helps or not. Right then, let's have a look. And then just peel that off. I think the more you rub, the better it is. So as you can see, I have missed the glue or the gel all the way down this side. So just make sure you don't do that. Make sure you get that fully covered. And then pull that off. So as you can see, that has actually covered brilliant, apart from my boo-boos round corners here. But if I'd have tucked it right round there, I wouldn't have had that problem. It would have took the full design off. So let's have a look and see what's happening with this one. That still looks wet to me. I'm going to show you anyway what happens if it's not fully dry. I'm going to use the I'm going to use that little bit just to show you. It might work, it might be set, but it don't look it. So I'm just going to do that top bit with this. Same, just put it on and pat that. I've always used the old style. Right, so it isn't dry, so I'll show you. You can see how it takes some of it off, but then you get that. Can you see it there where it's not dry? Can you see it where it's stretching? So if you do not wait for this to dry properly, that is what will happen when you're using normal glue. So 100% this is a lot faster, is this transfer gel. So I would have to wait now for that to dry for absolutely ages. So I will come back when that's dry and we'll try again. See you in a bit. Bye. Right guys, so I've been waiting for this to dry for, it must be 4 or 5 minutes now, if not longer. I even put it on top of my heater so that it dried faster. So we're going to try it. So again, I'm just going to place that on the nail. My wear on this one. I'm going to get that centre done, rub that on, then I'm going to push that down onto them sides. And I'm just going to use my finger just to rub that onto that nail. So my advice, if you're doing transfer foils, is definitely get the transfer foil gel. Look, it's not working. It's just not. It's just peeled straight off of that nail. yeah, that were dry, but obviously in other places it hasn't been. So let's I just want to try this one with this one now, just to see. So what I'm going to do, because I did cock that completely up, I'm going to wipe that glue off from before, and I'm going to put the transfer foil gel on, pop that into the lamp for a minute. I just want to see if what's left of this transfer will go onto there. I have always had problems with foils because it's always been the glue that I put on that nail. So let's hope that this works on this one now. But yeah, I would say, I mean, look at that, it took that off perfect, near enough, like I says, apart from when I cocked up. But the foil glue is really an hassle, to be honest. You've got to mess about, but don't lie, years ago you just didn't have no else, so you had to use that. But now you can get this gel transfer stuff. This is so much better. So let's have a go at this again. Let's see, just to prove a point that this is better. Watch this, it probably won't work now. So I'm just going to place it on because there is still glue on this foil now because of the other one. So we shall see. Let's see what happens with this. So I'm just going to rub and see how much of this will come off. Let's have a look. So I can tell you now it's coming off a lot better. That's me knocking my leg on my chair if you can hear that. Right, let's have a look. So I'm just going to pull it off a little bit. Look, can you see where where I've left the gel on it and it's stuck to the foil? It's still stretchy. But the part where I've put the transfer gel has picked that up perfect. So guys, there you go. Get yourself some transfer gel. Forget the normal old school glue, I'm getting confused. You definitely need a transfer gel. That is so much easier, so much faster. You don't have to wait for no drying. So yeah, that's my advice to you. Bypass glue and get yourself some transfer gel. Right guys, that's it, and I will see you on Thursday, I think it's gonna be. So thanks for watching and listening to me rabbiting on, and I will see you soon. Bye.